Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Panzer Vor Tank Tournament Finale. I am your host Chromoid, and this will be the last few fights of this tournament. Thank you so much for hanging with us for so long. Let's get right into the fighting. First up, we have the first Anti-Tank Legion by Delta Force. These tanks have fought their way all the way through this competition very handily. They'll be going up against Chrysaeus' Paper Tank Army. We're going to see exactly how many tanks the Anti-Tank Legion can take out before they're swarmed by the Paper Tanks. Panzer Vor! Oh my word. You know it's a Chrysaeus match when there's that many tanks on the field, and there they go. I don't think the Anti-Tank Legion knows exactly what it's supposed to do. There it goes, vaporized a couple of tanks. They're doing what they can to scoot backwards. Yeah, this is sped up a bit. Normally tanks don't move that fast. There goes another paper tank. A five cramshell volley is all it takes. But they need to split their fire up, I guess. Well, I guess if you're gonna kill something, you make sure it's good and dead with 5 high explosive cramshells. The reverse and the back and forth motion of the Anti-Tank Legion seems to really be helping them against the spam from the paper tanks. Although I can't tell for certain, we're dashing about quite a bit there. Look at them just cavorting and all over the field. They're just having a good old time. Oh, and there goes an Anti-Tank Legion member. I keep forgetting what those things are actually called, but my goodness, that's impressive. These are some fearsome tank destroyers right here, and the paper tanks have actually managed to kill one. Now, I mean, the Anti-Tank Legion is basically is knocking out paper tanks left and right, but there are so many of them. It's going to take quite a few shots to knock down the numbers. Here's some that have upended themselves. Yeah, this is a problem with the paper tanks. They tend to tip over. But there's still so many of them left. Well, not so many of them. But they're pelting away at these tank destroyers. There goes a piece of a cannon on one of them, it looks like. They just keep reversing, trying to get away from their opponents, trying to maintain that distance. They seem to be doing a pretty good job of it so far. Only one of the Anti-Tank Legion members have been taken out, and they seem to be in pretty good shape. This one's got some blocks coming off of it. But a lot of the paper tanks seem to flip themselves over. There's still a lot of them out there, but they're immobile. There's really only a couple of them left. It's that dancing motion they have that really seems to throw off these cramshells. There's nothing to them, so if one of these high explosives hits them, I mean, it's like, I think the usual terminology is a BMW or a Volkswagen packed full of high explosives is pretty much what you're getting thrown at you from these things. Yeah, it's a huge shell, and it's very, very lethal against the all wooden armor of the paper tanks. Their strength is in numbers, but their numbers have been whittled down quite a bit. That Anti-Tank Legion tank destroyer over there in the distance seems to be dueling with a single paper tank. And if you're wondering why they're lasting so long, it's because they keep twisting and turning so sharply. Crams move a lot slower than you think. This is all sped up, so it looks like they're firing really fast. But in reality, crams take a long time to travel compared to other cannon types. So this twisting motion is really saving this paper tank right now. It's juking around, avoiding these shots, and he's got these buddies over here who are trying to take pieces out of the Anti-Tank Legion. They just don't have the sheer numbers they had earlier, so they're not able to really shred the armor on the Anti-Tank Legion like they did in the beginning. And this could be really bad for them. All that the Anti-Tank Legion has to do is take out these few mobile stragglers and then roll up and clear out the immobile ones, and there goes one of the paper tanks. I told you, it just takes one shell, and that was 2 of them. And there goes the other one. There's one shell. A spray of blocks, and it has been vaporized. There's nothing left to despawn. And now they charge. They smell blood in the water. Volleys of cramshells. There's still 4 anti-tank destroyers. I don't know how that one didn't kill it. Oh boy. That one's lost a bit of its gun. Oh dear. These little paper tanks like to live on the edge. Not really hitting anything either. Oh boy. Come on, little guy. You can't be sitting there for too long. Oh. It'll start to wear out their ammo supply at this rate. Everyone seems to be wearing out, getting kind of tired. Oh no! It finally flipped over, and now it's only a matter of time before... There it goes. There's nothing. It even vaporized most of the destroyed blocks, and now we're left with a bunch of overturned paper tanks. I think we'll probably cut it here in a minute, if I had to guess. Maybe not. We're gonna let the Anti-Tank Legion roll up and clean these guys out, but I mean, you know how this goes. Here they go. One paper tank. And they're still alive, so technically we have to go through with this, but it's just nothing they can do at this point. Their big defense was mobility, and they've lost all of that. So there's another one. One shot, one kill for these things. Not even a contest. The Anti-Tank Legion can't wait to get up in front and take over. They're vying to see who gets the shot first. I saw that one run in front of the other trying to block him. And when you're shooting at something stationary, it's almost impossible to miss, even with the derpy from the depths AI. There goes another one in the distance. Just vaporizing tanks left and right. It's cleanup at this point, but who doesn't like watching wooden tanks explode into a million pieces? I don't think there are a million pieces on these tanks. Like, most of the pieces get vaporized. Oh, those are simple cannons on the sides to make the little guards. That's pretty cool. Oh, there's a turret left. That's more than most have surviving at this point. Oh, he missed that one. Shame on you. You call yourself a tank destroyer and you miss a point-blank shot at a motionless target. These two will clean up. There we go. I like the jet contrails from behind these tanks as they try to steer around the course. Jeez, this guy on the right just cannot get it together. There they go, jetting forward. Boom! Looks like about 4 more paper tanks to go. We seem to have lost one of the other Anti-Tank Legion tank destroyers. There's only 3 left. I don't know if it went out of bounds or if somehow got despawned, but there's still enough left. Still enough left to finish the job. And there goes number 4. There goes number 3. They're still trying to fire back. Oh, that's cute. Come on, reload. I told you the ammo's starting to wear out on these things. 2, and... figure it out, come on. This one at the front doesn't know what he's supposed to do. 1! Nope, that was a hasty shot. These two are going to clean up. Charging full speed ahead. Come on, come on. Somebody do it. There we go, these two work together. And 1. There's the last paper tank. Well, I guess that's it. My congratulations to Delta Force. Your first Anti-Tank Legion has been victorious in spectacular fashion. And my condolences, Crozeus. Your paper tanks were quite unique and very memorable, but they are stopping here. See you next time, buddy. And in round 2 we have the Wilder Kriegers by J.P. Ferrer. These unique little tanks are very, very cool looking, look very authentic, and they're also very deadly. They're going to be facing off against the Gods of War by Admiral Titan, the heavy favorites to win this whole tournament. We'll see if they can continue their winning streak in this fight. Panzer Vor! And there we go, the Wilder Kriegers versus the Gods of War. There's a spray of frag shells, and it looks like one of the Kriegers has bit the dust already. The Sabo spam from the Gods of War is just truly terrifying. Shredding 1, shredding 2 tanks. 2 of the Wilder Kriegers are face planting into one of the Gods of War. They're going to take it out, or bust, and they're probably going to bust before they take it out. Oh dear! That God of War was decapitated. Wow. This is a stiff fight. I really didn't think the Wilder Kriegers had this much fight in them. They managed to take out take out one of the gods, but it seems that this victory is already short-lived. I think the Wilder Kriegers are already down for the count. There's one blowing up. There's one more left there. I don't know if it's despawned yet or not. Wow, that was fast. That was fast and furious. There it goes. Yes. Well, that's it. In complete contrast to the last battle, the Gods of War have dominantly asserted their position on the field. Not without losses, though. They actually lost one of their members. I think that was actually the Medusa that they lost. But anyway, that's the end of that fight. And so your winner is the Gods of War by Admiral Titan. Congratulations, Admiral Titan. You'll be going on to the finals, or semifinals, whichever one comes first. And my condolences to JP Ferrer. Those were some amazing tanks, and they fought very hard, but they had no chance against the Gods of War. And so all that remains is to have the final face-off, and it will be the Gods of War by Admiral Titan, fighting all the way through their brackets to meet up against the 1st Anti-Tank Legion by Delta Force. This is a Cram versus APS battle unlike any other. Ladies and gentlemen, Panzer Vor! And we start the round immediately with a hail of bullets from the Gods of War. The Crams respond, and oh my goodness, a god is flipped over and blown up. That one will not be returning to the battlefield anytime soon. The Titans are beating a hasty retreat, or I'm sorry, the tank destroyers are beating a hasty retreat, but that Sabo span, look at that, it's like laser fire. This one's getting absolutely pummeled. Hopefully we'll provide enough of a distraction for its teammates to go and take out some of these other tanks. They've already destroyed this one in the middle here. It's completely gone. That cram shot was all it took. No, that's the one that was flipped. Okay, I don't know. Oh dear, but the Anti-Tank Legion is taking one heck of a beating. This one's still alive, but I fear it's not much longer for this world. They have been absolutely shredded by the rapid fire of the Gods of War. There's another hit. Indirect, knocked some blocks off, but it's not enough to stop the god from coming in. There's a direct hit right on the armor, and it does nothing. Look at that. Not only can they fight hard, they can take the hits too. Of course, if they're flipped over, it doesn't really help, does it? Seems there's still some of the Anti-Tank Legion alive, though. This one on the left seems to be alive. These two, oh my goodness, a decapitation. That turret comes completely off. I think that's a dead god. Oh my goodness, this one remaining anti-tank tank destroyer is doing work. I believe that's the Medusa. Or there's one unique craft on the Gods of War's team. There's 4 of one kind and 1 of another, and I think that's the one that flipped over. It's the different color pattern, and it looks like the gods are in some severe trouble. The tank destroyers, Titan tank destroyers, are charging in with the remaining few that are still alive. The only remaining god that seems capable of functioning just got flipped over and blown up. Crams lobbing in from all over the place. One is running away, scared for its life. It probably has no more guns. There are 2 Titan anti-tank destroyers, or Titan tank destroyers, I'm sorry, remaining. This one that's flipped over just will not die. This one's running away. It's got nothing left. It has half of its hull remaining. Its turret's been blown to shreds. Interestingly enough, the Titan tank destroyers are ignoring it and going after are ignoring the flipped over one that can still actually shoot at them, and are going after this damaged one. This Titan has seen better days. It's still alive, but it's in much the same state as this other tank. Y'all need to focus on the one that can still shoot. It's gonna incapacitate you any moment now. You're not meant for long-range engagements with small mobile targets like that. Come on. Oh well, once the From the Depths AI has picked a target, it will stick to it. This means the gods still have a slight chance if that upside-down tank gets a lucky hit and blows up one of them. That one in the back there has the most weaponry and armor still remaining, it would seem. Rotating the bottom of the hole so it can get a better shot. It's been damaged really badly, so even if it can shoot, it seems to have lost a lot of its rapid-fire ability, which was what really helps the Gods of War to do the massive amount of damage they do. They just machine gun everything out of their way. You see the kinetic rounds just bouncing harmlessly off the armor, the strong armor of the Titan tank destroyer there. But this tank is getting closer and closer, and that's not good, especially if you're providing a distraction for your buddy over there. Do not go face first into a cram cannon. It does not end well. Whew. as a narrow dodge. This circular pattern is really messing with the AI's targeting, but it's only a matter of time at this point. All the Titans need is one lucky shot, and that's a dead God of War. Ooh, it looked like a hit for a second there. Playing chicken with a Volvo-sized high explosive shell is not my idea of a good time. I would not ever endorse this sort of behavior. Oh. Oh dear. I mean, he's doing a good job of providing a distraction, but it's really not conducive to longevity of life. The Titans need to close with it. Their settings seem to be such that they retreat from their enemies so that they don't sustain too much damage. They continue firing while they move backwards, but right now what they need to do is go and face hug that thing and blow it to smithereens, instead of standing out here and lobbing shells at it from a distance. They need to get a little closer, just a little bit closer. And now they seem to have... Nope, they didn't run into each other. I thought they had. It was just the jets flaring out on each side. There they go. There they go. Ooh. Oh, that was tantalizingly close. I really think that the Titan tank destroyers, or the 1st Anti-Tank Legion, has it in the bag here. That one in the back that's upside down can't move, and it seems to have lost its rapid fire ability, which pretty much neutralizes the amount of damage it can do. It's already been severely damaged anyway. So yeah, I think with one tank incapacitated and another one unable to fire, I think we're going to call this match right here in favor of the 1st Anti-Tank Legion in just a few moments. And that is it. Your winner of the Panzer Vor Tank Tournament is the 1st Anti-Tank Legion by Delta Force. Big congratulations to Delta Force. Those were some very, very strong tanks and some impressive fights you had. This last fight has been absolutely amazing. And my condolences to Admiral Titan. Your gods of war were incredible. They really were, but they did not have what it took to take out the Anti-Tank Legion. And that's been it, guys. I have been Chromoid, the manager and busybody there. Big thanks to Magma8520 for starting this craziness. Thank you to Crozeus for recording. And thank you, Monk Lizard, for all of your hard work on the editing and all the little art pieces we have here. And of course, thank you to all of you who participated. We could not have had this event without your help. So just thank you, guys, once again, for hanging in there, sticking with us through the good times and the bad times, and hope to see you in another tournament soon. Bye-bye.